from CFI Bootcamp in Miami Beach, Florida. This is the Power Hour. Welcome. And happy Saturday to you for Power Hour 284. Wow. Did you notice the little bit of the new intro there? The new intro had places where we're publishing the Power Hour audio only, archive some of as we go forward. So there are so lost the share there for a second. So you can find us now on Spotify. You can anywhere that you can get where you get podcasts at. So you can listen to these in your car or remotely if you want to when the time comes. So that's new for us. You can see all the Power Hours on our website for membership site. So we have all 284 of them. So they're all in their glory. They're basking in their glory. All right. Well, let's move forward here. I'm going to give you the layout of the show and how we do things. And if you're new, well, welcome to you. If you've been around for a while, like Mitchell out there, Mitchell, Jim Holiday, I see some of the people come through, then you already know what I'm going to say. So that's all right. So what's on for today? Well, we're going to have the live show. It's got Wings Credit. The Wings Credit will appear in the chat, and it will appear in the chat at the end of the show. So keep the chat open. That's the best way to communicate, talk to other people, express whatever you want in there. And I save the chats. So sometimes I don't get around to all. I won't be able to see them usually during the show, but sometimes I'm able to see them. Sometimes it depends on my mood. Not quite my mood, but it just depends. So anyway, if I look over there, usually I get my moment there. You know what I'm talking about. So especially this is going to be kind of technical. Then we're going to have open mic starting in the second hour. Now, you don't have to stick around for any of this. It's just the first hour is the Wings Credit. That's what you came for. You'll get that. And then the second hour, we begin to open up the mics and let you talk. It's kind of like open forum, pretty much. Just be nice to each other. That's all. We don't really have a big issue with that, but I just say it anyway, right? And that goes on, sometimes for a long time. Sometimes we have that room open for 4 hours after the show. People still talking about it. You never know who's going to be in there. We have a really good tribe of people who can all come in regularly, and some other people, I don't even know who they are. They'll be head of something, right? Coming in, Gamma, somebody, Alpha, someone coming in talking about things or saying things. So that's fine. So monitor the chat. Any links to anything like this presentation will be in there. And then anything I mentioned that we have a link set up for, it'll be dropped in the chat. So that's the best way to get it. And your Wings Credit will be there. It's impossible to get Wings Credit any other way but clicking on the link that's in the chat. You have to do it if you want Wings Credit, okay? That's what it is. So that's what we got going on today. And today we're talking about aerodynamics. And it seems like a real simple statement because I think most of you, when you were in flight school, that you, when you heard the four forces and I said, oh boy, that's tricky. And then they said what they were, you went like, what's the big deal? Oh, it's kind of easy, right? And then some of you got it wrong too. It's just we'll go through that, right, to make sure you get it right now. And I think, but there's a lot to say because we can talk about, which we're going to talk about today, the forces themselves and then the production of them. Weight we don't have to talk about. I think we can understand that. But lift we're going to talk about, and we're going to talk about how we teach it currently in flight schools, and how we teach it in general. And then after that, we'll talk about drag. We're going to talk about drag a lot. Drag's a drag. We'll also talk about induced drag, which people don't seem to understand. So we'll talk about that. And then we'll talk about thrust. We'll talk about the difference. We'll even go into the details of VY and VX, not just what they are, but how they are. So that's going to be kind of interesting. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, the slide deck that I have here is pretty small. But I may have to use the iPad as well to illustrate some of these points. So I have it over there charging so I can connect it when I need to. So if we need to go that far, then it will. I'll try to annotate basically on this presentation if I can. But I feel like there'll be a spot in the road where I'll be like, okay, I think we'll probably have to bring out the iPad for that. Okay, so anyway, let's move on. And we'll take a break in 22 minutes. Halfway through the show, and I'll introduce one of the person who does remote instruction for us. We do that because we're experts in CFI training and training. Currently, I have an instrument person I'm working with who has trouble with that kind of thing. So anyway, I'm doing that individually because I can help with those kind of things, and Rex can help with those things. So we talk about that, and then I'm going to introduce a brand new product that's not quite ready yet, but boy, it's close. It is close, and it's going to rock your world if you're in CFI training. It's gonna ring a bell that's not been rung before. How you like that? That's your teaser. And then we'll talk about a few other little things. But that'll take 5 minutes and then we'll move on. All right, let's get into it.
Like
Let's
very
get
quickly,
after it.
can we
Yep.
co-host?
Co-host Rex, yes. Is he here?
Yes.
Okay, let me grab him here. I think you can do it as well, but did he say Bootcamp Rex? Hope so.
Yep.
Okay, let me get rolling here. There he is. Okay, let's make him co-host. Okay, make co-host. All right, he's co-hosted. All right, so as soon as I say confirm. All right, there we go. All right, so let's move into it. Let's start talking. Live from CFI Bootcamp in Miami Beach, Florida, this is the Power Hour. Welcome.